Courtrooms are said to be places of justice and fairness, but lawyers can sometimes find themselves in dangerous situations. In today's video, we will show you 5 of the most intense court moments where lawyers were attacked right in the courtroom. So sit tight and let's get started. Taylor Schabusiness. Schabusiness, a 25-year-old woman from Wisconsin, has been charged with multiple heinous crimes, including first-degree intentional homicide, mutilating a corpse, and third-degree sexual assault. In February 2022, a gruesome crime scene was discovered in a home in Green Bay. The victim, Shad Thyrion, had been strangled, sexually abused, and dismembered by Schabusiness. Thyrion's body parts were found scattered throughout the home and in a vehicle. Schabusiness entered a plea of not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect. In a dramatic incident that took place in February 2023, Schabusiness was captured on video as she launched a vicious attack on her own attorney. She attacked Quinn Jolley in a Brown County Circuit courtroom. Sources report that moments after the judge agreed to a postponement of her trial, Schabusiness became agitated and suddenly turned on Jolley, who was sitting beside her. Schabusiness was wrestled to the ground by a sheriff's deputy. Schabusiness's new lawyer, Christopher Froelich, had filed a motion to have the trial moved to a different jurisdiction. Froelich argued that a fair and impartial trial would not be possible in Brown County due to substantial pretrial publicity and other factors. However, Judge Thomas Walsh denied the motion, stating that there was not enough evidence to support the claim that the case should be moved or that a jury should be brought in from another jurisdiction. Judge John C. Murphy. This is Judge John C. Murphy, a former county judge of the Brevard County Court in Florida. Being a judge is no easy job. It requires not only a great deal of education, but also an immense amount of discipline and restraint. Not only must a judge remain impartial and unbiased in their decisions, but they must also be capable of setting aside their personal opinions and feelings when it comes to cases. But not this time. In 2015, a dramatic incident between Judge Murphy and public defender Andrew Weinstock went viral. The internet exploded when a video surfaced of the two men involved in an altercation. The dispute arose due to Weinstock's insistence on exercising his client's right to a speedy trial, which Judge Murphy argued against. Murphy erupted into an outraged tirade.
If I had a rock, I would throw it at you right now. Stop pissing me off. Just sit down. I'll take care of it. I don't need your help.
No,
sit down.
But Weinstock refused to back down.
I'm the public defender. I have a right to be here, and I have a right to stand here.
What follows next is the altercation between the two men. Weinstock and Murphy step out of the courtroom and start fighting, much to everyone's amusement.
If you want to fight, let's go out back and I'll just beat you out.
The brawl that ensued in the background was so intense that it reportedly took a deputy to separate them. Even though Weinstock was no longer present, Murphy continued to pass judgment on the public defender's clients. During a disciplinary hearing, it was established that Murphy's actions were inexcusable, and he was subsequently removed from his position. Lamont Payne. Lamont Payne stood trial at a court in Phoenix, Arizona for an incident in 2016 where he allegedly attacked a prison guard. According to official court documents, Payne obstructed his cell windows and spilled soapy water on the floor to create obstacles for the guards. He then bit one of the officers in the ankle when they attempted to remove him from the cell. To represent him in court, Maricopa County Public Defense Services assigned Vladimir Gajic, a contract attorney. On the first day of jury selections, Payne displayed a tremendous lack of decorum in the courtroom as he persistently disrupted the proceedings. Moreover, Payne attempted to dismiss his lawyer Vladimir Gajic before landing a sudden and unprovoked blow to Gajic's face. This happened after the judge ordered Payne's removal from the courtroom.
Like pain or anything like that, it was just salty, right? Because you're tasting somebody's skin. It's kind of gross, but that's what I remember. I mean, I've been doing it close to 20 years. I've had all sorts of clients, but nobody that actually acted out on it.
Payne will no longer be able to attend his court hearings and will have to appear remotely to his future trial dates. Joshua Harding. Joshua Harding, 35 years old, was put on trial for 2 serious charges related to a sexual assault. The assault involved 2 young children, and it took place in a cemetery located in Meridian Township. During Harding's trial, an unexpected event took place when Harding suddenly pulls out a shank from his sleeve and attempts to stab prosecutor Jonathan Rolfe in the head. Just as the jury was preparing to announce their verdict, you can see Harding grabbing something out of his sleeve, and he suddenly runs over to Roth. Roth narrowly manages to move out of the way just in time before a police detective charges towards Harding and tackles him to the ground. He was ultimately restrained by police, and no one was seriously injured. Harding pleaded guilty to 3 criminal charges, which included the intention to kill Assistant Ingham County Prosecutor Jonathan Roth. During his sentencing hearing, Harding opted not to address the judge regarding his punishment. Instead, he expressed gratitude towards Judge Collette. "Thank you for making this so easy even a caveman can do it," Harding said. Judge William Collette sentenced Harding to spend 20 to 60 years behind bars for assault with the intent to murder Roth. Additionally, he was given 2 to 6 years of imprisonment for each of 2 weapons offenses he committed. The duration of his current sentence is 19 to 38 years, which he received for committing a sexual assault. Lamarcus Williamson. Lamarcus Williamson, 30 years old from South Carolina, has an extensive history of criminal activity dating back to 2000. Police officers took him into custody after he assaulted and strangled a female student at Winthrop University. Additionally, after a search, authorities discovered 9 grams of crack cocaine. The sentencing hearing featuring Williamson was captured on video, which reveals the defendant's nervous behavior and restlessness. We see these images as he's standing handcuffed before a judge and pleading guilty to robbery and assault charges. At this moment, the judge sentences him to 15 years in prison, and he doesn't take the news well. A court official posted behind Williamson subtly signals an officer to keep an eye on him. Suddenly, and without warning, Williamson pivots around and strikes York County Public Defender Dan Hall in the face with his cuffed hands. The altercation escalated to the point where Williamson punched a lawyer in the mouth, causing him to bleed. The whole incident was captured on video and shows the 2 men falling to the ground before court officers intervened and removed Williamson from the room. During his trial, Williamson tried to provide a justification for his violent assault on Hall. Williamson claimed that he attacked Hall because prosecutors said he had committed multiple crimes, which prompted him to attack. However, during his defense, Williamson admitted to being guilty of those very charges. "I was upset because the solicitor was trying to incriminate me, like I'm some bad guy," Williamson said. "The solicitor was trying to say I destroyed this woman." Hall suffered a busted lip and a sore jaw. "An inch higher and I would have had a broken nose," he said. "An inch lower and my front teeth would have been knocked out." According to Hall, a legal professional with over 25 years of experience, he had never encountered a situation where a defendant physically assaulted a court official during his career.
"I had a horse kick me in the face one time, but never a human being kicked me in the face."
He returned to work the very next day. And that's it for today. We truly hope you enjoyed our video. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and share your thoughts with us in the comments. Be sure to hit subscribe if you don't want to miss any courthouse updates from this channel. We'll see you soon for an all-new case, so stay tuned until then.